Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Bio Insights with Mahima. In today's video, we'll be discussing a trick to memorize the respiratory volumes and the capacities. Now, many of the students can easily memorize the respiratory volumes but find difficulty in memorizing the respiratory capacities. But in today's video, I'll be sharing a trick with you so that you can easily master this respiratory capacities. Now, for this trick, you need to memorize a word that is called tier. Okay, now what exactly do we mean by tier? So I think you have heard of tier 1 city, tier 2 city, tier 3 cities, right? Now what exactly is tier 1 cities? Now whenever we hear about tier 1 cities, we get in our mind some of the cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, okay, now Chennai, which are well developed. Now tier 2 cities are comparatively less developed and tier 3 are in the stage of the developing. Okay, so here initially, now we need to write the word tier. Now here we have T, I, E, R, the tier. Okay, so I think most of you know the respiratory volumes, right? Now, please tell me the respiratory volume which is starting from the T, that is the tidal volume. Which is the respiratory volume that is starting from the I, that is inspiratory reserve volume. Tell me the respiratory volume which is starting from E, that is expiratory reserve volume. Tell me the respiratory volume that is starting from the R, that is residual volume. Fine. Now, I think you're clear with this part. Now, what exactly will happen if we add both of them? For example, here when we add the tidal volume and inspiratory reserve volume, what do we get? We get inspiratory capacity. Similarly, if you add the tidal volume and the expiratory reserve volume, what do you get? Okay, when we add both of them, we get expiratory capacity. Now, similarly, if you take the expiratory reserve volume and the residual volume, what do you get? We get the functional residual capacity. Got it? Next, if you add the first three, what do I mean by first three? If you add tidal volume, inspiratory reserve volume, okay, and the expiratory reserve volume, what do we get? We get the vital capacity. Similarly, if you add all four of the respiratory volumes, what do you get? You get total lung capacity. Got it? So here we have used this trick and we have got all the capacities. Now let us summarize this. Okay, whatever we have learned just now. Yes, so this is the trick that we have discussed, right? Now here, let us quickly summarize them. Fine. Now here we are using, yeah. So as we have discussed this earlier, how do you write it? Now, for example, when we talk about the inspiratory capacity, what exactly it consists of? Okay, now here it is a summation of the tidal volume plus the inspiratory reserve volume. Now, next, the expiratory capacity, it is a summation of what? The tidal volume plus expiratory reserve volume. Next, the functional residual capacity is a summation of what? The expiratory reserve volume plus the residual volume. Next, the vital capacity. As I told you, the summation of first three volumes. What exactly it is? The tidal volume plus the inspiratory reserve volume plus the expiratory reserve volume. Fine. Now, please tell me, can we write this in any other form? Yeah, we can by adding them. Now, if you add both of them, you get inspiratory capacity plus ERV. Now, isn't it equal to the vital capacity? Yes. Next, how do you write the total lung capacity? The total lung capacity is nothing but the summation of all the four respiratory volumes, which is tidal volume. Next, you have inspiratory reserve volume. Next, you have the expiratory reserve volume. And next, you have the, yeah, then you have the residual volume. Now, can we write them in any other form? Yes, we can. So here IC plus, okay, here you have what? Here you can write FRC. Yes. Now, apart from that, can we write them in any other form? Absolutely. How can we write them in terms of vital capacity? So we know that the vital capacity is summation of the first three. So can we write the total lung capacity is equal to The vital capacity plus residual volume. Yeah, this is the one more way we can write it. Now, can we write the vital capacity in terms of the total lung capacity? Yes, we can do it. How exactly? So, if I subtract the total lung capacity minus the residual volume, okay, so do I get the vital capacity? Yes, this is the another way of writing it. Fine. So here, if you just memorize this trick, you can easily get all the respiratory capacities, okay, accurately. So I think you found this video useful. For more such insightful videos, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.